Hey, good morning, family. So this is Reginald Martin here of Comedic Centered Living, where ancient wisdom becomes modern awakening. So I wanted to talk today about the coming changes with the AI and just a lot of things that are happening that is really affecting a lot of people's mindset. Okay, and and a lot of people are really reacting to these ideas with a lot of fear. I don't know if you guys heard about the Project Stargate that's being implemented. And it's basically a group of companies that are getting together to really try to develop AI in a way that really makes the United States a leader in this technology. And it is technology, family. So one of the things I try to do is to empower people, and give you the ability to empower yourself, because ultimately I believe that we are gods and goddesses in training, okay? We are in training to develop our abilities to create in this plane of existence, okay? And I know that on some level, we leave this plane of existence after we have developed our abilities so far. So that's how we, that's just a cycle of life, energy, consciousness, all of that. So, a lot of people come to my channel and they will, just invariably talk about things that I know that they've heard, in other places. One of that is the Anunnaki. I don't know how many times I hear people ask me, well, what are your thoughts about the Anunnaki? Well, I've read about it, but I really haven't studied it and got real in depth with it. But I know it's mythology. Now, I know that there are plenty of people that teach these ideas in this mythology from a literal perspective. And I get it. But family, what they're doing is they're really tapping into your fear. And they're tapping into your feelings of powerlessness and helplessness, okay? Because ultimately, the stories of what these supposed Anunnaki did to humanity, what does it do for you on a daily level, okay? What does it do? Does it improve your life in any way, okay? So that's one of the reasons why when I'm talking about comedic science, I'm teaching you practical application that improve your life today, on a daily basis. You become a scientist and you do the things that you can to really get beyond your fears and to create the reality that you want, okay? Because again, we are gods and goddesses in training. We are creators. That's the essence of who we are. We're not the same as the main creator, but we're imbued with the same stuff. We are that spark of the creator in human form, okay? So when they're praying, preying, when they're preying on your fears, what are they helping you do? And I hear this stuff all the time. I mean, I can do a video, I don't care what it is, and it'd be so off subject. I'm like, why the hell they even ask this question on this video, But a lot of that mythology, family, that ancient mythology that they were talking about, it was not about aliens descending. It was from the perspective or the point of view of souls descending into matter, okay? In the older stuff, like the Book of Enoch, they talked about the angels, okay, the watchers and stuff like that. And what they were doing was talking about something that happens historically all the time. And as a social studies teacher, I had to teach this stuff. I had to teach how society has upheavals from time to time. And usually, family, it's around technology, okay? Technology always causes an upheaval in society. It never fails. If you look at the change from the feudal system, which was based on farming, agriculture, land, stuff like that in the before the 1800s, okay? Then you have the Industrial Revolution. Well, all of a sudden, it wasn't farming and land that was most important, and believe me, I know it still is, but the system of wealth was based on the people who had the most land and could have the most serfs or most people working their land on some level. But the Industrial Revolution shifted it. And the Industrial Revolution made it more about technology and factories, okay? At that point in the shift, there were people who were displaced, okay? It happens over and over and over. So what we're going through right now, as far as AI is concerned and what it's going to be doing to society, it's the same thing. People are going to be displaced. But it is the people that are adaptable and have the confidence that they can adapt that are going to make a way in this technological advancing stage that we're in, because there's a lot of uncertainty. And this is why I talk about religious conditioning so much, is because we are given a belief system about ourselves that does not allow us to adapt, okay? It keeps us in fear, and it keeps us locked in a stage of, I'm broken, I'm faulty, I'm unworthy. It keeps us locked into these mindsets that when upheaval does happen, we can't adapt, okay? That's the problem, all right? And these people that want to keep on talking about, the Anunnaki and the Nephilim and how all of them came down and changed. Family, it's just those stories were about us, okay? And it's so interesting, when I have the people that, they want to basically live through their fears. And family, I'm telling you, you're powerful. You are some powerful mofos. But if you keep hanging on to these negative ideas of helplessness, family, you won't thrive in this new economy, okay? And it's going to be a new economy. So where we switched from the feudal system to the industrial age, now we're going from the industrial age we went to the information age, now we're going to the digital age, where borders and countries are going to dissolve, okay? Think about it. Governments are struggling right now because even trying to tax people and stuff like that, because now in a digital economy, stuff moves around the internet electronically, and there's no borders that you can stop people at, search their goods or see where they came from, anything like that. It's moving at the speed of light. Governments are trying to grapple with that kind of stuff. So it's a change. We've also been taught that stuff that we were taught in school was about the ability to conform to being an employee. And believe me, again, I was a school teacher. Raise your hand, when you gotta say something. Raise your hand when you gotta go to the bathroom. Raise your hand when you're ready to go to lunch. That stuff is about conformity and somebody in authority having control over you, okay? Well, now it is going to be entrepreneurship that is going to be the driving force behind a lot of these economies. And the entrepreneurs that are, again, they're able to adapt. It's coming down to where there is the knowledge that you have that you can teach other people is going to become most important in so many factors within the economy moving forward. AI is instrumental in this, okay? To produce, you're able to produce content and stuff. It's basically going to a cost of zero to produce the content. But it is going to be the type of content that is going to separate people, okay? Separate, good stuff from the bad stuff, whatever, okay? So if you fear this new change that's coming, family, you're gonna get left behind, okay? You're going to be struggling, trying to keep up, or not even keep up. There's going to be layoffs, there's going to be different things, but it is no different than when you go from the feudal system, when people who were farmers, probably, maybe people that did, whatever they did, take care of farm animals, the jobs that they had around farms. When the industrial age, I see my cardinal. When the industrial age happened, then all of a sudden it was about people and factory workers. Then people started moving to cities and started to move around, living around the factory so they can get to work 9 to 5, created a whole school system based on housing your kids while everybody was at work 9 to 5. So all of that stuff was about the industrial age that is getting ready to change, family. You're now going to have the ability to work from home, okay? Somebody asked me one time, hey, when are you going to do like a seminar, like in a building and stuff like that? Like, I have no desire to do that. That's the old way of thinking, family. Now I can teach 1,000 people anywhere in the world, okay? Just set up the time, okay? I can do that virtually. Hey family, quick addendum. I'm going to be doing a class on February 2nd and 3rd. You can go to soulmasteryportal.com to get more information and get signed up about it on it. But this class is not for everybody. This is for the leaders, the teachers, the visionaries, those who want to transform themselves so they can help transform others. So that's who this class is going to be pointing towards. So I'm going to get deep into this ancient knowledge, but also connecting it to modern times and helping you learn the ancient knowledge so that you can help people who especially are deconstructing or moving away from religion. You can help them see where this stuff came from, okay? And then moving forward. All right, family? So soulmasteryportal.com is the place you want to go get more information on that class, all right? So that's the digital age, family, and that's where it's going to start to change. So we got to get out of the old way of thinking and the fearful thinking about technology and really get into a mode of how can I learn and how can I train myself, to be of value in this new economy. But the bottom line is this: if you think of yourself as broken, unworthy, and those are two of your main ways of thinking about yourself, it doesn't matter what you learn, you're never going to move, okay? That's what you got to understand. I'm going over some ice. So that's what you have to understand, that underlying negative programming that we got exacerbates the idea that we cannot change and we cannot move forward. We don't have the ability to. That's what that ends up being inside you, okay? That's where it's got to change. And if you're not addressing that, then in this new economy, family, if you have jobs that are repetitious, that the same things are done over and over in those jobs, family, machines are going to take them over. It's just inevitable. Again, it's just a switch from the industrial age and information age to the digital age. But it's don't take it as it's something personal against you or personal against your culture. It's just what every society has had to deal with over and over. And they have been talking about these same ideas for thousands of years, okay? The stuff that you see in these ancient texts, it is about the mindset, the universal mindset that these things happen in. The Watchers, and I did a video on this, but the Watchers are actually representative of the people who do bring that technology. And like with any technology, it can be used for good or bad. Same with AI, same with a car, same with a gun, same with money. It is about what you decide to use it for. You're not going to get rid of it, okay? But you can decide how it's going to be used for you. But if you feel powerless, then you're going to feel like it's going to be used on you and against you if you don't understand it and if you don't learn about it, family. So you got to really learn about these things. And then again, it's always going to come back to me, or to how I look at it. It is going to have to be about your personal development that is going to help you move forward. Because if you are not confident on some level in your ability to do something, to learn something and do something different, there's nothing that's going to happen for you, okay? You're going to sit on that couch mad and pissed off because, you know, some political party who's ever in office, and believe me, every 4 years, there's half the country pissed off, no matter who's in office, okay? So, you know, but, and this is in the United States, of course I'm talking about, family, but that's just the way it is. But if you are a creator, it don't matter, okay? Who's gonna stop a freaking creator from creating when they know who they are? Nobody's gonna do that, can't, okay? That's what you are. But you gotta know that, family. You gotta know that, and you have to cultivate that. You can't come to one video and go, oh, I got it. You know, no, because all your programming that you have run for years is going to be running in the background, and it takes work to get over that, okay? So it's just, family, this is the thing, is that, again, we're going through something that has happened in society for thousands of years. New economic systems are coming online. You got Bitcoin, okay? A lot of things are going to be automated. All kind of things that are happening technologically that are actually going to make life more simple, easier, quicker, faster. That's what technology does. But when it is first happening, and this is the place that we're at, this is the most opportunity to gain wealth that you're gonna have in the next probably 10 or 15 years. And why do I say that? Because with AI coming online, we're just now really getting into the beginning of this. We don't know what companies and stuff are gonna be built and the things are gonna be built on top of the AI. We're just right now in the first stage where we're actually using the AI for information and stuff like that. But in the coming next 10 or 15 years, they're talking about billion-dollar companies that are gonna be started by one person, but with a computer. I saw this interview where this guy was talking about NVIDIA, and they were talking about this new supercomputer, family. A freaking supercomputer that you can get for $3,000. Family, that kind of technology and that kind of power, they're saying, yes, there's gonna be a billion-dollar company that is going to be run by one person, you know, because of AI, because of agentic AI and stuff like that. So family, this is your opportunity. Don't look at it as something negative is happening. In this time of change and chaos, what people can perceive as chaos it's opportunity for so many, okay? It's opportunity for you. But now you have to gain some skills, and one of those skills is confidence, the ability to analyze, the ability to critique. And that's two things that if you were trained in Christianity, you did not do, you were forbade to do, to analyze something and critique it, okay? Those are skills. But if you're going to be a business person, an investor, you have to be able to analyze and critique the investment possibilities, and you have to value it. Value is completely subjective, okay? Yes, there's going to be some parameters around how you value it. But if you're going to pull the trigger on it, you're going to see it as a good investment for you or not. People who can't do that wait on somebody to give you a price, okay? Price is from the outside. That's somebody setting the amount that you're going to pay from outside you, okay? And people who are not able to analyze and critique, they rather pay a price than to find something of value, because they don't have the confidence to value it themselves. They don't have the confidence to determine if it's valuable and how much they should pay for it. Because two people can look at the same thing and one can say, yeah, I don't think that's a good deal. Another person be like, he can see it in another way, or she can see it in another way. And they'd be like, damn, I'm jumping on that right now. That's what investing is about, you know? So again, it's just about how you internally are able to look at things and evaluate things, family. This is an amazing time to be alive. An amazing time to be alive. But if you live in fear and you believe you're powerless and that AI is going to take over, man, just lock the door and stay locked in, you know? And believe me, I get it. But these people that want to keep on, preying on your fears, family, unhook from that shit. For real. It's not doing you any good. On a daily basis, if it's not moving you and elevating you consciously to where you can create the life that you want to create, family, get away from that shit. Okay? Plain and simple. Don't ingest these seeds of fear that are going to take over and grow inside you, okay? And they're not just going to stay in the area of the stories. They're going to infiltrate every part of your life and every part of your being, okay? I know a lot of people, they begin to follow these people, and I understand the mentality. I mean, I've studied human behavior, family, since, the 1980s, the early 80s, okay? College, psychology. And I understand the behavior of why people, especially those of us that have been Christian, again, we get trained on believing something. We don't need any facts to believe. And we get trained on putting our trust in the people who are telling us about this stuff, okay? And you just believe. But you never check it out yourself. And you have to put all your trust in that this person is telling you the right thing. And invariably what happens is that person is going to say something, do something. On the case of this one individual, they got caught and they got their fucking hat handed to them. Excuse my French. And you saw that they did not research their stuff. They were just making stuff up. I already knew that, just already knew what was happening. So I never got caught up into all of that. But then you have these people, they don't want to feel duped again, so they will stand on what they believe. They say, well, I believe he was, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever you want to. Well, I don't care, okay. If integrity and honesty doesn't matter, then I can understand why you don't care. But if a person is telling you that they've checked something out, no, let me take that back, because I know this person says, in my opinion, a lot of times.
Earth was one of these breakaway civilizations, in my personal opinion. This is, in my opinion, what happened in the ancient past.
A lot of times he's telling you that he don't check that shit out, okay? And in his opinion, listen to the wording. But at any rate, these people will invariably, because they don't want to feel like they've been duped and misled, they are going to stand and double down on what they believe no matter what, okay? Don't be that person. Don't be them, okay? So again, this time is going to be some of the most fruitful for people who have the ability to adapt, okay? That's the key. You are moving into a time now where industries, the idea of having a career, you know, being on a job, you know, 15, 20, 30 years, family, that's over. That's not gonna happen anymore. Technology changes things too fast. And with AI, that's going to be accelerated. Plain and simple. It is going to be accelerated. So I remember companies when the this is, you know, I'm gonna date myself here, but back in the day, okay, we used to have 8-track tapes. And y'all know, some of y'all old folks, y'all know about them 8-track tapes. Okay? In the car. You could carry your music with you. Man, that was revolutionary. And then all of a sudden, cassette tapes came. You could put, you know, 10 songs on one cassette tape and a whole album, and listen to it all the way through without having to change a track. Oh, man, that was so wonderful. Okay? Then CDs came. Okay? Then you can have a double album. CD, the music was crystal clear. It was like, oh, CDs. I never will forget the first time I played a CD. I put it on the wrong side because I didn't know which side played the music. I had to figure that out. You got CDs, and then what comes next? Oh, you could do the cassette tape in the Walkman. You know, the Sony Walkman. Yeah, I had one of those. But 8 songs. Then you move forward, all of a sudden you got streaming. You can have hours of music in one little bitty, you know, contraption. Man, that's crazy. But each time technology displaces something, you know, it's just the way it is. That's the way it's gonna be. So you're dealing with all of that now, but family, that's just how it is. And you're not gonna get around that, okay? But you have to be adaptable. All right, family? So that's the deal. Yes, AI is a mother, shut your mouth. But it's a good thing for the people who are ready, okay? If you're afraid of it, you're probably not gonna be able to be helped. But you can best believe it is not going away. Promise you, it ain't going away. And more people are going to be using it. And you can come up with all the conspiracy theories about AI, but all it is about your powerlessness, okay? Your feelings of powerlessness. And I get it. But you're a creator. You are gods and goddesses in training. You are powerful, not powerless. All right, family? Reginald Martin, Comedic Centered Living, out.